Greetings fellow artists and enthusiasts, this is Spark E Months, this is the way I draw. Welcome to part 4. So what we're going to be doing at this point is filling in the positive space, that is space that is occupied by an object or figure. So I've separated the line work for the two figures onto different layers, and I've demonstrated that they are different by assigning a color to each. So the first thing I do is select the outside of a figure with the magic wand tool, and then I invert the selected area and fill that entire figure. In this case, I chose pink because that is the color of Lam E's sweater. From there, it's just a matter of using a non-anti-aliased brush or pen to trace where one color intersects with another. You might notice that I was creating a palette for Lam E. I do that for most of my characters. If I wanted to assign certain colors that were not on the regular standard palette, I would mix colors on the figure until I get exactly what I want, and then create a new palette. So you can see that I've put swatches on Lam E's nose. One of those is going to be what I use. So this blue actually is going to be Lam E's jeans. I felt like the color was perfect for the jeans. And now I'm moving on to the quarantine collie. Again, I'm selecting the area outside his figure, and that sometimes includes little islands of empty space. Then I invert the selected area and go the way I did with Lam E, except that I use this blue, which is closer to the quarantine collie's hoodie. You'll notice I'm not using pure black for the pads and black fur. That's because I want to be able to do highlights and shadows on it later. You may also notice that the tail is a different color than the rest of his fur. That is because I will be adding a layer that will include the spots, and the tail is mostly black and the head is mostly white. Now when it comes to adding the quarantine collie spots, I always create a clipping layer by selecting the parts of the fur that I intend to put spots on, and then create the clipping mask around it for the next layer. So as you can see, I have the spot pattern in mind when I'm creating this layer, and basically filling in where I want the fill to be. And the clipping masks keeps it within the confines of the areas that I want to draw on. Any place outside of this, I've flipped out so the mark making never goes beyond his fur. There's some push and pull on the mark making here. Sometimes if I want to change the way I'm rendering the spots, I'll have to erase some of the marks and put new ones in. And that has been the positive space portion of this The Way I Draw series. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a good day.